Hamas attacks on Israel. The president says this horrific act of hate has no place in America. And he says the Israeli military has to go after Hamas in Gaza, but advises against an occupation.
I think it'd be a big mistake. Look, what happened in Gaza, in my view, is Hamas and the extreme elements of Hamas don't represent all the Palestinian people.
President Biden on 60 Minutes on CBS. A vote's expected tomorrow on House Speaker. It's not clear whether the Republicans candidate Jim Jordan has the votes to win.
I think Jim Jordan can get there. I'm one who understands how difficult it is.
Former Speaker Kevin McCarthy on Fox's Sunday Morning Future to
and those in the Gaza Strip, the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, not Hamas. They're a bunch of low-life terrorists. They should be dealt with accordingly. Hopefully that will be just got to be careful for collateral damage. Israel is not known to be quite that careful for when got to get the job done. But they have had a wait-and-see attitude here since yesterday, for sure. Actually, it's been going on for over a week, of course. A week ago, Saturday, and Israel has it's responded, with its own barrage of rocket fire and activities inside Israel. But they're poised at the border right now with the Israeli Defense Force manning tanks, armored vehicles, and the Israeli air team has been bombarding known Hamas targets for several days now.
Yeah, I've been watching it every night.
Mm-hmm.
When it's early evening here, it's 7 hours ahead
Yep.
there, and usually after midnight our time is when the bombing starts.
Yeah, as soon as they get some daylight. So, we don't have any idea how many people they're holding hostage. I heard estimates over the weekend again of about 200. Supposedly
Really?
200.
200?
Yeah.
Well, I know we still have 17 Americans missing that we're
presuming they are being held captive there. I saw an interview on BBC yesterday afternoon with one of the folks who managed to get out of that festival that they had going on.
Oh, yes, I saw that young man.
Oh, this was a young woman.
Oh.
She managed to she saw some kids running in her direction, then started hearing gunfire, and they didn't have anywhere really to go, but they managed to get somewhere.
God bless her.
And somebody came along and gave her a ride. He had gone out of his way to come into the battleground, basically, to try to rescue people. And he got her out and some others out. And then they went into hiding. So who knows?
Well, Hamas is threatening as the Israeli army gets closer.
Yep.
They're threatening to kill all the hostages. And I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they were already dead.
I wouldn't know.
Well, pray.
So we don't know.
Pray.
We got 30 Americans dead in the attacks on Israel last week. The Biden administration maintains that there is no evidence that Iran had anything to do with the early attack on Israel by the Iranian-backed Hamas terrorists. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said last week that Iran had broad complicity when it comes to Hamas due to their support for the terrorist organization, but that they had yet to see any specific evidence, he said, that tells us they were wittingly involved in the planning complex set of attacks that were carried out. I'm sorry. If we know that they're a terrorist group and that they're related and they have supported Hamas, then they are involved.
I'm sure.
Now, if they are threatening Israel, that if Israel goes in, they're going to get involved. Come on, really?
Well, you got North Korea threatening to get involved now.
Yeah, and I guarantee you
involved.
Russia's going to be involved as well.
Oh, sure.
Russia's got his hands full with Ukraine. Ukraine's concerned that this mess here is going to take away some of the resources that provided Ukraine, trying to keep them.
Well, I understand.
And who knows? Maybe this is a multinational plan with Iran, China, Russia.
There you go.
To do exactly that same thing.
There you go.
Think about it for just a bit.
I've thought about that. Well, my understanding is our government has already authorized $3 billion to go to Israel.
Yep. The
That's
Hamas
right there.
attack had been planned for several years. It was claimed that a terrorist the U.S. killed almost 4 years ago now was the architect of these plans. U.S. military operations assassinated Iran's arch terrorist Soleimani in early January 2020 for his overseeing of the killing of more than 600 American military personnel. Not to be outdone, now we've got this other Iranian-sponsored terrorist group, Hezbollah, considered all the scenarios of war and warns that Israel should end its attacks on Gaza as soon as possible. That Israel should end its attacks on the scumbag in Gaza as soon as possible. If Iran gets directly involved, there's little doubt that the fighting will spread to any number of other Middle Eastern nations. With the U.S. and Great Britain poised off the coast with a variety of warships, including 2 aircraft carriers, the Gerald Ford and the Dwight Eisenhower, that could trigger even a more intense situation. It ain't going to be pretty. That's all I can say. In southern Lebanon, a rocket hit the United Nations mission headquarters yesterday. No one was hurt. The mission did not specify where the rocket was fired from, saying it was on verification. Some Lebanese media said the rocket was fired from the positions of Palestinian Hamas militants in southern Lebanon, intending to reach Israel, but they fell short. Hey, well, now, you've got Hamas terrorists in Lebanon to the north, right?
Right.
You got them in the Gaza Strip to the southwest
Correct.
of Israel. And then you got Hezbollah in Lebanon. What's going on? Big question over the weekend. When will the attacks begin in the United States? I'm not the only one asking that.
Yeah, they're intimate. They've been saying that for 4 days now. I think they're preparing.
Since the beginning of October, 4 Iranians have been apprehended in Texas, and the Border Patrol says they are considered special interest aliens. The latest was an Iranian man in his 40s who was taken into custody Sunday morning in Eagle Pass, Texas, after crossing the southern border about 3 a.m. The illegal gave himself up to Border Protection agents after making the illegal crossing. They're identified as special interest aliens because they are from countries known by good old US of A as having conditions that promote or protect terrorism or potentially pose some sort of national security threat to the United States. Special interest aliens also undergo additional vetting and questioning after being apprehended. Last week, CBP agents apprehended 2 Lebanese nationals in Eagle Pass, who were also considered to be special interest aliens. It gets worse. It gets worse. In the Rio Grande Valley sector, officials have nabbed a total of 19 Iranians and 17 Syrians, all in the last week. Not Texas, but in the other parts of the Rio Grande Valley sector.
Oh my goodness.
The first ones came just a couple days after the attack on Israel. Coincidence? I think not. Explain to me that I should not be concerned.
I'm concerned. I think we all should be concerned.
9/11 was carried out by a total of only 19 terrorists. How many other terrorists have actually made it to the United States and are making plans for a coast-to-coast attack? We do not know. We do know about the ones we got. We don't know about the others. Our government doesn't know. I certainly don't know.
They could have been slipping over the border for quite a long time here,
Yeah.
building up their little army. Because we're the biggest supplier to Israel for money.
Yeah.
We give them probably the aid that we give them is probably 71% from all sources. And from 1951 to 2022, they've received over $225 billion from the United States. Even adjusted for inflation. We need some countries to give us money.
We need some foreign aid.
Yes, we do.
A New York City public school teacher expressed support for the Hamas terrorist organization and its assault on Israeli civilians that included the murder of more than 1,300 people. That was at the count at that time, and at least 150 kidnappings. Then repeatedly doubled down on the position. Mohammed Jihad Ahmad, who teaches at Gotham Tech High School in New York City, according to his LinkedIn profile, changed his Facebook cover to an image of a person paragliding with a Palestinian flag attached to the parachute with "I stand with Palestine" written beneath. That was on his page on with parachutes and gliders, killing hundreds of people. What's wrong with this?
Yeah, what's wrong with us? Absolutely. There's been so many protest groups out. I just don't understand why.
They had them in Los Angeles.
They were in Raleigh too.
Over the weekend, and some of them had pepper spray.
Oh, I don't think. No, pepper spray's not good.
No.
Sure. If you've ever had a face full of pepper spray, you'll understand.
I haven't had a face full, but I've had
Enough
close
of
to
it.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lot of mace, but mace is different than pepper.
Right. Mace is before the pepper. That was bad stuff too. Oh, burn your skin right off your face. Yeah, it's a sad time we live in right now.
It is.
When you spend most of the weekend watching the war in Israel rather than doing other things. It's pretty sad.
And then we got that doggone group of crazy radical Republican congressmen
Yeah.
are making Americans, are making this country look like a bunch of idiots.
Tomorrow they're supposed to vote. You want to make a bet right now?
I will say won't get it on the first go round.
Oh, no, definitely not. Definitely not. I was reading where one of our U.S. congressmen from North Carolina, from Snow Hill area, Don Davis, he's having a roundtable tonight. You can dial into this telephone number, and I'll post it, the links here. But he's going to explain how it's going to affect this war with Israel. So I'm going to tune into that tonight. That ought to be interesting. I want to hear what his take is.
Yeah.
But reading his resume, he's got an awesome resume, and he's a U.S. congressman now from Snow Hill, North Carolina.
Well, they managed to kick Kevin McCarthy to the curb. What was it, 2 weeks ago now? They needed to get a replacement pretty quickly, and especially since last week and the attack on Israel, Congress may have to do something. Republicans chose Steve Scalise behind closed doors. Their choice, who along with Jim Jordan had sought the position. Jordan surrendered. He said, "No, I'm not going to fight him for that."
Right.
But it became clear that Scalise didn't want any part of the crazy Republican dissidents, and he bowed out. Back to the drawing board. And the Republicans chose Jim Jordan. But the same dissidents are not likely going to support him either. So a couple moderate Republicans are hinting at making deals with Democrats to choose someone that everyone could accept. Would that mean a Democrat?
What if it was a Democrat? I imagine it would go to Hakeem Jeffries.
Well, can you imagine if it's a Democrat that the Democrats want, and they get enough Republicans, turncoats,
That could
to
happen.
vote for him?
But yet these Republicans that were all against McCarthy, they were mad because he crossed the aisle and made deals with them on the budget.
Which is what
On
these
the 45-day
guys are doing.
I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous.
Yes.
The whole thing is, they don't understand. Well, they do understand, but you know what? They work for us, and they're in there fighting amongst themselves.
Well, they
Look stupid.
with any luck at all, they will be removed by their own. I tell you what, if they vote for a Democrat, I will bet you that all 8 or 10 or whatever there are that vote for that Democrat will be not going to be facing a re-election in a
Or
positive
they'll
way.
all be labeled rhinos.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody else will step up to run against them, and they'll use that
they
as
use
part
them.
of their campaign.
Which would be great.
But the ones that are already in there will get voted back in again, because on a normal majority, people do not vet their people running for campaigns. They don't vet them. You know, it's all by who you like.
Yeah. Mm. All right, let's take a break, do some weather, and we'll check in
Let's do weather.
the tropics too. So hang in there for that. And if you got something you want to chat about this morning, we're wide open. 910-333-0139. 910-333-0139. You're live in local Real Talk. 1 and 1120 a.m. WSME.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free, and you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole in one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary. Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility, and designed to deliver a premium cut. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. 8-1.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
The Borough Restaurant and Bar in Swansboro is hiring. We're currently looking for experienced line cooks and expos. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. The Borough is open 7 days a week. Stop by for an application. Our sister restaurant, Il Chino, is also hiring line cooks, expos, and...
Our long-standing relationships in the industry guarantees you to get the most competitive price on the highest quality diamond. We offer custom financing so that it's by the ring of our dreams. We have rings for every budget and a vast selection of loose diamonds. So I invite you to come to Bryn Mawr Jewelers in Jacksonville. The Lutz family has been a part of thousands of we do. Come see why we're Jacksonville's oldest family jeweler.
Bryn Mawr Jewelers, next to Sam's Club Jacksonville. It's not for everyone. Yours. To take as directed, nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
The holiday travel season is almost here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point for fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension services too. Cedar Point Tire. They carry all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 252-393-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire. The best automotive shop in Cedar Point, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire. thanks you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours the best holiday season and a happy new year. Come ride with us this holiday season.
Great Gas and Oil Company. And of course, Wismart and Chappie's Chicken, located at 4111 Gum Branch Road, right here in Jacksonville. And 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert, has all you need when it comes to convenience for gas, cold beverages, and a great select pickup essentials. Enjoy fresh, not frozen, delicious meals at Chappie's Chicken inside Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert. So if you're in a hurry, get it all. Gas, ice cold beverages, convenience store items, and delicious, fresh, not frozen Chappie's Chicken, 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert.
Live and local, real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Those folks got a Tideline Marine. They've got the doors closed right now. They will open promptly at 8:30 on Tuesday, and they stay open from 8:30 until 2 o'clock, until 5 o'clock every day, Tuesday through Friday. And the staff is also on duty on Saturdays from 8:30 until 2 just to serve you. Ship store, everything for your fishing needs, from a wall full of fishing lures to top-end rods and reels. Stop by to check it out. Don't forget, Tideline also carries maintenance supplies. If you wish your motor, do it yourself. If you prefer to leave it to the experts, bring your boat and they'll get to it. Don't forget, Tideline has bags of ice, hard ice, during business hours. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Offshore today looking a whole lot better than it did at week's end. Northerly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet. Dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers of moderate chop. Tomorrow, pretty much the same thing. Northwesterly winds 10 to 15, 2 to 3 footers. Seas are, oh yeah, very smooth. Northerly winds 5 to 10 on Wednesday. Seas around towns and rivers are light chop.
And today is going to be cloudy, then becoming sunny with a high near 66. Light north winds increasing 5 to 10 miles per hour in the afternoon with gusts as high as 17. Near 68. Tonight, partly cloud around 44 with light winds. Light northwest winds 5 to 9 in the morning. Tuesday night, mostly clear, a low of 46, and Wednesday sunny with a high near 71. Beautiful weather.
Yep. Mother Nature, she's trying to make sure we know that we're still in hurricane season. One tropical storm, Sean, has been downgraded to a tropical depression and will likely become a post-tropical remnant low area sometime today. I think it has already been declared a tropical low. Yep. Tropical remnant low. That's what it is now. It will dissipate within 36 hours. It remains in the central tropical Atlantic with maximum winds of power. Sean is moving west-northwestward at about 10 miles per hour. Behind Sean, we find tropical disturbance number 1, a couple of hundred miles west of the African coastline. There's a slight chance of formation within the next couple of days and about an 80%, 70% chance for further development within the next 7 days. National Hurricane Center forecasters describe it as a broad area of low pressure located several hundred miles southwest of the Caribbean are forecast to become more conducive for development, and a tropical depression is likely to form around midweek while the system moves westward or west-northwestward across the central and western tropical Atlantic. Also, as a reminder, the hurricane season runs through the end of November.
Come on into November. Let's get it over and done with.
End of November.
End of November.
Then we got Christmas.
I would.
Then we got snowfalls.
Snowing in the mountains today.
Yeah.
North Carolina mountains. High elevation.
Now, let's talk about something really, really nice.
Oh.
Friday night.
I was just going to say.
Friday night football.
Yes.
The D.H. Honley team. Did I say Honley? The D.H. Honley team.
You're right.
Came over to Jacksonville and from Greenville, and they actually looked better than their score ended up being, and they fought a hard fought defensive battle. One of the problems, and here's where a really good kicker comes into play when you're punting and you got fourth down and long yardage, you're not going to try to run it.
Right.
You're going to punt it to the other team, right? But you want it punted so hard that it goes far, far down into the other team's.
Far away.
And one of the punts, it landed within their end of the field.
Yes.
It didn't even cross the 50-yard line.
It was bad.
So, it was some sloppy punting. I'll give you that. But the quarterback, as we learned from some of the guys there taking stats for Greenville, with the quarterback has been hurt.
Yes.
And he's out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
A broken shoulder? Is that what they called it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez.
And they said that, they came up and they were sitting with us because they were doing their stats. And they said, no worries, y'all be as loud as you want to. It's okay. We understand. I'm going to tell you, two fine gentlemen.
They
two
are
fine
very
gentlemen,
nice guys.
Very nice guys. I kind of felt bad, because we whipped on them bad, 52-14. Yeah. But I would say they played hard. And they played
hard.
Hearts.
They did not get it together.
Right. Well, there's a couple of times Jacksonville did some dumb things, but
it's obvious they had a substitute quarterback that has not been used much.
Right.
Our substitute quarterback they were co-quarterbacks.
Right.
But the other guy is still out. It's a leg injury.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be back this season.
I don't know. If season's approaching in, we got two games left in the regular season.
Right.
And then likely we're going to meet Havelock again.
Congratulations, Cardinals. It was an exciting game.
It was very exciting.
Very exciting. And I still have to brag on our kicker, Britt Glover.
Britt Glover.
That boy right there, he would kick a field goal, and I swear it ended up in the streets. It was just like, what a kicker.
When he kicked off, it would, as often as not, hit the go into the end zone.
Yes.
And if not into the end zone, right on the goal line.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, he kicked from your own 40-yard line, right?
Right.
So you got 60 yards to go to get to the goal line.
Right.
It's another 10 yards to get back to the goalpost in the end zone. So, sometimes those things are approaching 70 yards on a couple of occasions.
Well, I swear he kicked one field goal, and I know it landed on Decatur Road. I was just like, where did he go?
Yeah, well.
Fantastic game, though.
It was a fantastic game. Now, I did some little check, and I sent Chris Miller from the Jacksonville Daily News sports editor a request. How many times, if any, has Glover missed on a kick, either a field goal or a point after?
Don't be jinxing this.
Once. On too long, that even professionals would have had a chance, a hard shot.
What was it, a 65?
I don't know, but it was a field goal.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, it was
he is amazing.
It was a field goal. And it did not make it one of the early games, but I don't even remember that.
He is amazing.
He is. So he's got a ways to go, and he's a junior, I think.
So
got him for another year. But he's
Thank
going to have some colleges all over him.
Oh, you know it. You wait next year. There'll be agents. There'll be,
I think they're already there.
Yeah, they'll be.
Because they've heard too much about him.
He's something else.
And especially with the WRAL and others carrying the Jacksonville Raleigh game.
Right. Well, J.H. Rose from Greenville.
J.H. Rose from Greenville.
The J.H. Conley guys were saying, you don't know how much we cheer every time you play them. They said, we're rooting for you.
Yeah.
And evidently there's a huge rivalry between those two teams because they say comes to town, they're all rooting for Jacksonville.
Okay, I've been corrected. Glover is a senior.
Oh, he is a senior.
Yep.
Oh, gosh, no.
Chris had to set me straight. I thought for some reason he was a junior.
I sure hope they have he's got a little brother somewhere that he's been training because
I hope they got somebody else back there he's working with.
Right. I thought somebody had said that there were scouts that were at the games, and I'm thinking, well, but I was thinking it was a junior too.
Yeah. Oh, well. My favorite ditzy blonde has died.
I know. It's so sad.
Suzanne Summers lost her battle with breast cancer yesterday. Mm-hmm. She was 76 years old, preparing with her family to celebrate her 77th birthday today.
That's right.
I thought she was the funniest actress on TV. She starred in the Three's Company series
Chrissy.
Back in the day. She was Chrissy. She rocked that character too, by the way.
Yes, she did.
She just right alongside her co-stars John Ritter and Joyce DeWitt.
Give me goosebumps.
A great actress, because we soon came to learn just how intelligent she really is. But her performances on the show as a ditzy blonde were superb.
Yes, they were.
She made no
Yes, they
efforts
were.
to hide what she was doing. So
Those big ponytails.
yep. And anyway, it should be sorely missed in the entertainment
Yeah,
world.
so
and,
sad.
makes me want to go
You know,
pull down
she
some.
lost a job on Three's
I
Company
know.
when she started asking for more money because, like John Ritter,
Yeah.
the male parts were making 5, 6, 7 times what the women were making. So she lost her job there after asking for more money.
She put up a little bit of grief, and they brought another one in.
Yeah.
The show died not too long afterwards.
That's right. Right.
I mean, the other girl was fine, but she was not.
Nobody could
Suzanne
replace
Summers.
Cruzy. That's right. And then she went on to better things. You know, she sat kind of you know, quiet for a couple years, and then I can remember all those thought Thigh Master commercial.
Yeah.
I had.
Yep. Okay, what else we got cooking out there?
Oh, mercy.
There's a lot. Our Secretary of State has made it back to Israel. He was there, came home, and he's going back. Why didn't he just stay? Everybody predicted this was going to be ongoing for a while. He's expected to meet with Israeli officials as the country's war with Hamas in Gaza continues. The secretary will meet with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, Israeli President Isaac Herzog, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and opposition leader Yair Lapid in Tel Aviv. His visit is to show continued U.S. support for Israel, America's closest Middle Eastern ally. Now, when this ground invasion happens, unless Hamas sees fit to release the hostages, when it happens, Israel has promised to get involved. Now, what do we do?
Good question. What do we do?
I don't know. We got a fleet of ships there,
Yeah, Gerald
loaded
Ford
with
and
Tomahawks,
Eisenhower.
cruise missiles, and then we got fighter planes or 2 aircraft carriers. But do we go and bomb Iran?
I don't know. I think we're stationing ourselves out there on the outskirts because just waiting to see what's going to happen. We may have to go in. I wonder how many ground troops are on their way.
Of ours, we got Marines aboard the ships.
Right, right. I imagine they've got a lot on alert getting ready to go. And you know, we're coming up on October 23rd. I'm
Yep.
sorry, but I just can't help correlating all that.
Yep. That is, what is today?
Today is the 16th.
So it's next Monday.
That's right.
Okay.
And for those that don't remember, you get a yellow ribbon.
If you can find one.
I'll get us something. Businesses and homes tie a yellow ribbon around a tree, put a yellow
Utility
bow on
pole,
your
flowers,
right.
wherever.
It's to commemorate October 23rd. I remember last year we did that. It was a huge thing around the county. So let's go ahead and get that done. And I'm going to stop by a couple places this morning. I think I know where to get us some. So
Yesterday, Blinken, Secretary of State, Blinken was interviewed, who asked him about efforts to get civilians out of harm's way in Gaza as Israel stages a ground offensive. His quote, and I'm trying to make heads or tails out of this, Israel is not blocking the departure of foreign nationals. The problem has been Hamas has disrupted that, and of course, we have to make the necessary arrangements. So Israel's not going to stop the foreign nationals, the Palestinians, from coming into Israel. But, you know, you got to be careful.
it's very
Letting
true.
them come in, because are they, affiliated with Hamas? Sympathizers with Hamas? Radical Iranians? What are they?
Well, did you hear our president is talking about going to Israel this week?
What
Do you
a
think he needs to go?
Dumb move.
I don't think he needs to go anywhere near that place. You've got the secretary over there now. Let him handle things and report back. But our president, I don't care who he is, does not need to be going over to Israel right now.
No.
I mean, that's an open shot in the sky.
Yes.
That's
you got to
just
remember,
crazy.
Hamas is both north and along the southwestern part of Israel. And they got missiles or rockets that can do anything. Don't you know that they would be on the lookout for Air Force One coming that way?
No, you know it. And look, the word's already out. So you know they're going to be watching. You know they've got somebody on the inside that's going to tell them.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Blinken also said that Egypt is fully prepared and to get assistance into Gaza.
I'm telling you, this is just ramping up. This is just ramping up. It's going to be an all-out war. Several countries involved. You need to, and then China gets involved.
Oh, God.
Jesus Lord.
Here's a big secret. Hamas and other terrorist organizations, they will set up their operations right smack dab in the middle of where residences are, residential areas.
Exactly.
And so, you're going to have collateral damage.
Yes, it's sad. The innocent.
Will Hamas allow these civilians that they use to as human targets? Will they even allow them out of Gaza? I doubt it. They need them to be there to act as shields.
Yeah. All those innocent people that the Hamas is not letting leave
Yeah.
Gaza, they're using those people as shields. And that's what's sad about it. I mean, there's no easy way out of this. Innocent people get killed.
Now we've got 15, 17, whatever, likely Americans being held hostage in the. We can think that, but we got SEAL teams. I know on board some of those ships.
I guarantee you, they're already out there searching. Oh my gosh, he's got this crazy camera security system around this house. Look. If you ever have any ideas about wanting to come over here near this property for any reason other than a legitimate visit, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
And we got killer squirrels on the property too.
Yes, killer
One of our sentries just scooted by the camera.
We got killer birds that like to come in the studio.
No, they were just
they was
recon.
trying to attack our cardinals.
They were just reconnaissance birds.
Didn't do much good though, did it? DH.
Okay, let's take a break here.
Is it time for a break?
Our number. We would like to hear from you. What should the United States do? Should the United States do anything? Should we just bow out and leave those American hostages there? How about all of the other Israeli citizens that are being held hostage? Should we just ignore all of that? Retired or former or current or whatever. Tell us what you think. I've never been there. Different society, no doubt. I understand.
No, I've never. Well, I've not been out. I'm furthest I've been is Pollocksville, I think. So
You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957, with 3 locations serving the Crystal Coast, has everything you need from brushes to Olympic stain and quality Benjamin Moore paint. Benjamin Moore offers unmatched color and durability, so the color will last for years to come. Whether a do-it-yourselfer or paint contractor, when you shop CNS Paint Center with 3 locations, you're not just improving your home or construction site, you're supporting a local business too. CNS Paint Center, Olympic Stain, and Benjamin Moore. Paint for everything that matters. CNS Paint Center, 105 Wayne Drive, Moore City, 6 Doris Avenue, Jacksonville, and 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point. CNS Paint. Phone 910-455-0210. Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
Coastal Bank and Trust thanks you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs, including personal and commercial loans to mortgage services. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Bank and Trust truly is a community bank dedicated to those we serve and is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Onslow, Carteret, and surrounding counties. And looks forward to meeting you. Thank you for voting us the best of the best 5 years in a row. FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
Safety on the highways begins with your tires. Before you hit the highway this upcoming holiday season, visit Battlefield Tire Pros, 103 Norris Road and Highway 24 in Swansboro, and let them inspect your tires for your peace of mind before traveling. Since 1963, Battlefield Tire Pros has served our community and military neighbors with name brands such as Michelin, Uniroyal, Firestone, Goodyear, and many others, including a good selection of used tires. They also carry lawnmower tires, four-wheeler tires, and motorcycle tires, and alignment service in big box stores, and let locally owned and operated Battlefield Tire Pros handle all your tire needs. Battlefield Tire Pros at the corner of Norris Road and Highway 24 in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Phone 910-326-4178 or visit online battlefieldtirepros.com.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power out, a storm, or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Relax, we're on the way.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to paint and maintain, power wash, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Modern Exterminating, 627 College Street, Jacksonville, has proudly been serving the pest control needs of Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952. That's 70 years of protecting the health and property of our citizens from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, and all other pests. Modern Exterminating offers inspection without obligation. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating takes this opportunity to thank those who serve and allowing us to handle all your pest control needs. If what they use don't zap them, they'll trap them. And if you're not satisfied, they'll step on them. The bug stops here. Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated too. Call today, 910-455-5122. That's 910-455-5122 for Modern Exterminating.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WA.
Remember that balloon that we had part of a balloon race from Albuquerque to somewhere, and I still don't know where it was, but a couple of Frenchmen were on it a week or so ago.
Yeah, I had to make a quick landing over here.
Yeah, they did. They got over Camp Lejeune, and that's a no-no, and they were encouraged to leave, and so they kind of landed across the street on the civilian side, and they were met by a lot of police because people kept calling in, and they also
military police were there
NCIS
too.
were there.
Yes.
So it's just to make sure that it was nothing strange. They were Frenchmen. Now, last week also, the pilot of a gas-powered balloon. A gas-powered balloon. That's what I said. Guys were hot air. It was a hot air balloon, I believe. Was it?
Yes.
Okay. But they crashed into North Texas into power lines. The pilot and his co-pilot were being shot at, attempted to make an emergency landing. They were catching fully automatic gunfire. Somebody on the ground was shooting at them with a machine gun.
Some redneck somewhere around there. There's a balloon. Shoot it down. It's China.
Yeah. They were the two gentlemen were competing for the Polish national team in the Gordon Bennett gas balloon race. The men's hydrogen-filled balloon burst into flames.
Hydrogen.
Did you hear what I said about that? After it hit
Hydrogen.
the power lines.
Oof.
they were saved by some good Samaritans. You look into the basket and could barely see because of the flames and the smoke. That's what a Dallas English teacher who helped the rescue said. The gentleman in the basket couldn't help us with his weight because his legs were broken. When he pulled him out, we had to drag him through some of the fire.
Ouch. How horrendous.
A hot air balloon landed on a Vermont highway median after a mid-flight stall.
I'm sorry. It took all my being to get on my first airplane flight. I'm not getting in a balloon.
I'm not going to do a balloon. I was going to, but I'm not going to do it anymore. Anyway, did you guys hear what I said? Hydrogen-filled balloon?
Hydrogen.
Yeah.
That I thought they quit using hydrogen.
Well,
back
they
in
sort
the
of did and kind of
30s?
no, but we had a couple of horrific mishaps with hydrogen-filled blimps.
Oh yeah, the Goodyear.
One of them in the early 20s that was a blimp that the U.S. Army had.
Mm.
Okay. Wow, that was 1922, the Roma airship accident, and all aboard were killed. 34 crew members were lost. Then the one that caught everybody's, that had nothing to do with hydrogen, by the way. But another one in 1930, whatever it was, Pittsburgh. Bunch of transatlantic passengers on their way landing. It blew up, caught fire in midair after they had the tethers on it, had dropped the lines down so the crew on the ground could pull it down.
Right.
And it exploded.
Oh.
And it was not live, but they have video of it and they got still pictures of it. Y'all need to look at that one day. So they said, hydrogen, that's a dangerous thing. It's kind of explosive. Went off like a cannon. In fact, at one point in time, the Bureau of Mines was given an audience in Washington before Congress. They staged a demonstration with 2 balloons and a burning splint, just a piece of wood. The one filled with helium doused the burning splint immediately. The one marked hydrogen would have put the flame out too if it were more than 75% pure, but contaminated hydrogen gas is extremely explosive. When the burning splint touched the balloon, it went off like a cannon, rattling the windows in Congress. U.S. politicians banned the use of hydrogen in airships immediately, and other countries have done the same thing since then. Hydrogen gas is increasingly heralded as the mobile energy source of the green economy. Hydrogen fuel cells are used for electric cars, buses, boats, forklifts, trains, and recently a converted Piper airplane.
Green economy.
I don't know. You're going to have to show me, and then you're going to have to prove to me how uncontaminated the hydrogen is that you're putting into my car or my boat or my airplane.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have somebody there to test it.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
I'll
just stick to my good old gasoline.
Yeah.
Which can catch fire. It can do all that too.
But not like hydrogen.
Yeah, there's balloon enthusiasts, and I applaud them if that's what they want to do.
They use hot air for the most part.
Yeah, a lot of hot air, but
during every presidential election, they can get lots of it.
Yeah, it's just nothing. I don't choose to ride in a hot air balloon, but
we had one enthusiast around here, Weldon Simpson, back in the 70s.
Yes,
Weldon you'd see his balloon flying over. And
yes,
they always had to have radios on board because they didn't know where they were going to end up, and they had to have their ground crew to chase them down.
Shoo-wee.
You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane and Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane and Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane and Associates Family Dentistry.
Have you gotten your copy of Top Paper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsail.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986.
Down East is your local Bryant Factory authorized dealer. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes to keep you cool.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Need service on your present cooling system? Just call Down East. Looking to replace your cooling system in your home or office? Down East and Bryant is ready to do whatever it takes to keep you cool on these hot summer days. Ask about 0% interest for 60 months. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Hitting the road this year to do some traveling? Make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all new quality tires. Silent Service Center is the largest North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760. Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back, and we do appreciate you guys listening because we know you are. And what we'd like to do is have you give us a call.
I know.
Understand, let's see, tomorrow we've got Batman and Robin.
Yeah, we got
Tim
county commissioners, two of them.
Tim Foster and Robin Knapp.
Which there's a county commissioner meeting this morning, 11 a.m.
So we'll get the latest on that one.
All right.
Tomorrow. And later in the week, of course, we've got Dr. Rosemary Stein and Peter Wright on Wednesday.
Right.
And Pete Benton.
Yes.
On
my
Thursday,
friend
along with
Pete.
Chris Miller, chiming in on what the home game is going to be like and the homecoming game is going to be like.
I just
with
want to know,
Jacksonville this weekend.
Chris, does this mean that Havelock and Jacksonville are tied in the conference, or does Havelock have one up on us?
I don't know what the conference yet, but we'll find out.
Yes. Yes. Well, I just found a place to get our yellow ribbons, so
Where?
I'll be going.
Or don't tell anybody until you get yours.
No, I can't tell till I get mine.
There you go.
But let's just say that Roy Spennett helped me out.
Gotcha.
So if you make the connection, you know where to
I
go.
gotta
But I'm
know
not
what the
telling until I
connection
get
is.
mine.
Yep.
And then we'll tell later.
All right. That sounds like a winner.
Yeah, I know it's Chris.
Havelock is officially undefeated.
Did you hear that, Chris? Yes, officially,
Since
because
Newbern had to forfeit 5 wins, and that would include the Havelock game. So, well, they're undefeated.
that's all right. We're going back and play them again, and we're going to beat them, and then there you go.
Let's see. They won. They beat us last year in the regular season. And we went to the playoffs. Did we not? Did we beat them last year?
We did it one time, I think. I think it was during the playoffs.
Oh, well.
I don't know. There's so much to keep up with on that I can't be correct and tell you for sure.
All right, commissioner meeting is tonight, not this morning.
I thought the first of the month was the morning.
I don't know.
I don't remember, but thanks. Yeah, okay, tonight then.
All right. Now, the school board meeting coming up next month.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. This is the middle of the month.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was the first of the month.
No, you're
Tuesday. I'll tell you the date of it right in just a minute. 6:00 on Tuesday, November. Let me pull up my calendar and I can
should be
tell
about
you.
the first. Close to
Facebook. Where's my calendar?
I don't know.
This is the thing with all these gadgets on your phone. I got it. October.
No, it won't be.
November. It will be November 7th. November 7th, first Tuesday in November. And it's always the day after the first commissioner meeting. That's how I keep up with it. And it'll be the Trade Center thing.
So y'all better just get ready. Get ready to rumble.
Let's just have a nice meeting and
No,
let
that's
the
not gonna
school
happen.
board talk about all the great things that the schools are doing right now.
Uh-huh. Well, we're going to have a couple of fine individuals in here soon.
Yes.
One's going to be Dr. Collins. He's agreed to come
Right.
in. Another is a former manager of Onslow County. Chatted
Really?
with her last night.
Wonderful.
Who's getting her feet wet on her new job today for
Good
the next
for
couple of
her.
days, and we'll find out more about that. She'll send me a
Yeah.
note when she's good and ready to go, and
I really
she's
like her.
anxious to come in.
She's a smart woman.
She is. So
Smart woman.
and we'll hear all about her new job
Yeah.
at that time.
At least we know now a good attorney if we need it.
Yep. All
And
right,
she'll
let's go ahead and
fight.
take a quick break and do Fox News
Okay.
brief, and then we'll be back on the other side. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, and I'm Chris Foster. It's more than 2,700 Palestinians now reported killed in Israeli military strikes in Gaza since the Hamas terrorist attacks in Israel 9 days ago that killed at least 1,400.
The Israeli military indicates at least 199 people are being held hostage inside the Gaza Strip at this moment. Part of those negotiations ongoing at this hour to see not only if Americans and other foreigners that are inside Gaza can be let out, but also if any sort of hostage deal can be made behind the scenes.
Fox is trading. Suzanne Summers died. She was 76.
Summers rose to fame in 1976 playing Chrissy Snow for 5 seasons on the ABC sitcom Three's Company. Later, she had starring roles in other sitcoms, Step by Step, and She's the Sheriff. She was a very successful writer and businesswoman, as well as a wife, mother, and grandmother.
Fox's Claudia Count. Suzanne Summers fought breast cancer for 23 years. Today would have been her 77th birthday. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
910-333-0139, 910-333-0139. And we want to hear about you.
Oh, here's a very nice story that Morgan Starling put out on the Daily News just a couple hours ago.
Uh-huh.
The New River Garden Club of Sneeze Ferry is turning a 5-year dream into reality next month as they near completion of the Blue and Gold Star Marker Project. The history of the Blue and Gold Star markers began in 1944 when the New Jersey State Council of Garden Clubs planted around 8,000 dogwood trees over a 5-mile highway as a living memorial to the men and women in the armed services. In addition to the trees, they also added Blue Star markers, according to the history provided by Elizabeth Simmons, chair of that project. In 2015, the Gold Star family marker was incorporated into the program. Then in 2019, New River Garden Club of Sneeze Ferry commenced fundraising efforts to bring these markers to Onslow County. They sent over 100 letters to businesses and appealed to the public to help support it. So we've only got one Blue Star marker in Onslow County, and it used to be out on Highway 17, but they expanded 17, so they moved it, they put it in storage, and now it's happily living at at the Freedom Fountain in Jacksonville. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and originally the Garden Club planned to put markers on Highway 210 or 172. However, North Carolina DOT said those highways are expected to be enlarged in the near future, so they put them there. But this is great. Markers are like $2,000 a piece. So the Garden Club has been raising, having fundraiser for over a year
Did
now.
they plant them from seeds?
Congratulations. What exactly is a blue marker? I mean, is it a stake in the ground that's blue? Is it? I mean, what
Have to look it
exactly
up.
is that?
Let's see.
Yes.
Barbara Humphrey Garrett, good morning. How are you?
Well, hello. Good morning.
Good morning, my friends. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Thanks.
It's beautiful for us fall and winter loving folks. It's a pretty morning.
Oh,
51 degrees right now.
I love
showing.
it.
Yeah, I don't mind the fall. I just don't like the winter.
I don't like the cold. I agree with that, but I love the cooler weather.
How are things down on the
I
farm?
They're good. It's slow, obviously. We've closed down, but I'm already thinking and looking forward to the future, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, trying to start back on a smaller basis, smaller scale as I can handle it. But I'm going to give myself some time to heal and get over this little situation I'm in right now.
And I know Barbara doesn't mind me saying this, but
Suzanne Summers, that
yes.
I did a lot of research into her when I first got my diagnosis. She was a very outspoken advocate about natural and holistic, cures. One of the controversial treatments that she did she went to Europe, and I think it was either Germany and I think it was Switzerland. She did mistletoe in.
Oh wow!
I did some research. Mistletoe, like at Christmas time.
Really?
Obviously not approved by the FDA, of course. But I was a fan because, like I said, I did a lot of research, and she had a line of all natural makeup and things like that. She advocated for living a more natural life. So, very sorry to hear she lost her battle. I guess today was her birthday.
It would have been, yes.
Yes.
Today, I think.
She died one day short of her
yeah.
birthday.
Oh, so yeah, she might have played the role of Chrissy. Might have kind of come across as not a very smart woman, but she was actually very, very smart.
She's a bright lady.
Yes.
Yeah, I just always described her as my favorite ditzy blonde.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yeah. And I guess she wrote a lot of shows that I wasn't familiar with. She was a very good writer, so I was not familiar with her background like that. But anyway, I just I know you talked about her. I just wanted to call in because I did look up to her, and I mean, obviously, she was doing something right if she fought the battle for 23 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I was in a place Saturday again that I've been in a couple times before recently. I can't remember the name of it for saving my life, but it's on Onslow Drive extension. It's that place where you've got a booth in there.
Oh, yeah, Antique to Sheep.
Antique to Sheep. Yeah, that's
yes,
it.
the Antique to Sheep vendor market. Did you see the farm booth?
Oh, I did. I've seen it every time.
Oh, I meant to tell you, she does honey, too. It's in the back. Stove.
Local honey.
Is it?
Yes.
We're out of the type with the comb. I like the honey with the comb. I know that a lot of people don't. It kind of freaks them out, but I do. I like the honey with the comb. But I've got both kinds. I think currently now.
Yeah, I used to go. That's what my dad used to get, and of course, I got to, as you get down into the honey a little bit, I take a spoon, cut off a chunk of the cone, and go out back and chew it.
Of the comb, yes.
Yeah, that's the
Do you
only
eat
thing
the
I've
cone?
ever done. Now.
Eat it?
No, I can't try.
Oh,
I like it. It's different. A lot of people don't want it with the comb, but I like it. And honey, just FYI, honey. People don't understand. Honey never expires.
That's right.
Never.
And you don't have to refrigerate it.
Yeah, don't refrigerate it.
Oh, refrigerate it. That's right. But I currently have kids laugh at me. I've got my morning and my honey and garlic right now that try to sneak some into their tea, and I don't. Is it helping me? I don't know. I don't get sick. I don't feel like it. Well, other than my cancer, but I don't get the common colds and things like that. And so, yeah, I think it helps. Maybe it's a placebo. I don't know. But
Well, Robbie makes tea, and she only makes tea using honey, no
Yes.
sweetener, nothing else. She wants honey in her tea. That's why we have to keep a supply of local honey.
Now, have you ever had Manuka? Manuka, and I only use Manuka or raw honey. I try or local. I have 3 different types of honey.
What is Manuka?
It's like a creamy. It's a type of honey, but it's like kind of got a creamy base to it. It's really good. And of course, raw honey, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, I'm big on my honey too, my teas, and I try to cook and eat honey stuff. So
Good. That's good for you.
so anyway, I just wanted to call in and acknowledge Miss Summers, and thank you guys for all you do. I enjoy listening to you every morning as I
We do appreciate that.
head out to school, which we're going right now.
We have I like honey and hot biscuits right out
I
of
like
the
it
oven.
on toast.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and cornbread.
And cornbread's
Oh,
good too.
yes.
Dip it in cornbread.
Oh, I've put it in about anything I can, like grits. Sometimes I'll put it on my
Oatmeal.
grits. Oatmeal, yeah.
No, I've never had
Yes.
it on grits. I'm not a big. I
Yeah.
am not a good Southerner because I don't like grits.
I love me some grits.
You just haven't
My
done
mother
right.
disowned me because I didn't like grits.
Too many people make their grits too thick is the problem.
Right. I like them nice and creamy.
I want them creamy with lots of
Yes.
butter.
Yes.
And then if I
Salt and
have,
pepper.
if I have my way, salt and pepper, of course. But if I have my way, I have some crumbled up bacon on top of it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I've eaten them so many different ways. Depends on what mood I'm in.
And then when I get in the mood, take the shrimp out.
Oh, shrimp and grits.
and
No, I do like shrimp and grits.
Oh, I
do
love
the
shrimp and
grits. I still keep it nice and juicy, but I add green onions to it
Yes.
right up front and top it with some of the greenery.
Yes.
Oh, God. I'm hungry already.
I know you do this to me every morning.
Yeah. And throw a
Rayford,
little
other than
cheese.
your own shrimp and grits, which I'm sure is good, who do you think's got really good shrimp and grits locally?
I do not know because I haven't tried not one of them locally. I've been in Charleston and tried it, and I was not the fan. And so many people say they advertise Charleston style shrimp and grits, and I'm therefore, why am I going to waste my money?
What's the difference in Charleston style and say what we have around here? Do you know?
I don't.
I think they've got amazing shrimp and grits. I
Um,
haven't had anything locally, but theirs is really good.
I,
But I bet yours is good too.
well, you go into Clawson sometime and look up there on the wall and count the number of stars on the flag that they've got displayed. There are 48. It's an original.
Really?
Oh, really?
Really, I
that.
asked. That thing doesn't look exactly like the regular flag, and of course, the regular flag has got staggered rows of stars, different numbers of stars in each row, so it could come out with 50. Well, 6 up, and 8 across is what they've got on this one.
Nice.
So what would the date of that be? Because my history is going.
Prior to 1954, was it? When did? Well, the late 50s, when Alaska and Hawaii became states.
Okay.
So it would have been after 1935. I think Arizona became a state in 35. So I'll have to check on that. That's a good question. So it was sometime between the 47th state and the 48th state. Sometime after that is when the 50th came
Yeah.
in.
Hawaii was the 50th, right?
I believe it was the 50th.
Yes.
It was soon after Alaska.
Well, you folks have
Okay.
a beautiful day. Enjoy
You
a
too.
good week.
Barbara,
and we will
thank
talk
you.
to you soon.
I'll holler at you later.
Best wishes.
Thank you.
All right. When did Hawaii become a state?
Oh gosh. Let me look.
You look for that. I'm going to look. I think Arizona was the last state prior to that.
I think you're right. Let me see. Let's look. August 21st, 1959.
Okay.
That's when it was granted statehood. And let's see.
Oh, no. Arizona was in 1912.
1912.
Yeah.
Boy, where were we?
Okay. I don't know. Wasn't born.
We're looking. You hear me typing. Sorry.
Oh, I guess it was. It was Arizona last, but it wasn't 35. It was in 1912.
Wow. I thought we had a state after that. I know Hawaii. Isn't that interesting how Hawaii, 1959.
Yeah. New Mexico became a state February 14th, 1912. Arizona, the 48th state, same year.
48th state. Well, it was the 49th. Okay.
49th would have been Alaska. The New Mexico and Arizona. New Mexico became the 47th state in
No, Alaska was the 49th. So 50th.
Hawaii.
Oh, that's right. We just said that.
Yes.
Bang my head on the desk here. I'm all messed up.
All right,
morning.
January 6th, New Mexico, to 1912, New Mexico became a state. That was the 47th and last contiguous state. And that was February of 1912. It became the 48th state. And we kept 48 stars on our flag until 1959.
1959. Got it.
We got
Okay.
that straightened out.
I'm educated now.
I thought it was Arizona, but I thought it was a little bit later.
Lord, I'm doing good to even think this morning. I had a under the weather weekend bad.
Yeah, well,
But all good.
self-induced. It'll be make
It
you
was
feel better.
self-induced. Yes.
Make you feel better.
I'm
You better
good with
explain
it.
it, I guess.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. But it was a rough weekend. Okay, well, all righty then. So
The only thing in eastern North Carolina that I'm seeing is a historic home in Greenville burned
yeah. Well, did you watch the eclipse this weekend?
on TV.
I was like, did anybody watch it?
Not around here.
No.
No, it's too cloudy.
I just heard a tragic story of a family of four going out traveling to go watch it. This was in Oregon, and they were killed in a head-on collision. The
great.
entire family going out to watch the eclipse. It's a shame when you only hear stories like that. But was this the eclipse where you had to wear the solar shades?
Yeah, unless you wanted to go blind.
Yeah. Does that really happen?
Yes, Israeli Defense Forces are evacuating people along the Lebanese border as Hezbollah has opened fire on Israel.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I'm telling you, this is going to be widespread. This is going to be several countries involved. Whew, we haven't even seen the start of it yet.
No, we haven't. It's going to be it's building up. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll do a little bit of weather.
Yeah.
Come back on the other side. We'd love to hear from you guys. Did anybody go out anywhere and watch if you were anywhere else? Or I watched it on TV from Albuquerque. I think it was.
Right.
NASA had a whole setup out there,
Yes.
including a beautiful shot of the whole deal.
I started to.
And I watched it not from the beginning because it takes forever, but the last remnants of it as it approached what they call the Ring of Fire, because the moon is not as big, even in appearance, as this. It's a lot smaller, of course. The sun is huge,
Yes.
but it covered up everything except a little ring of fire around the edges.
Yes.
It was interesting.
There was I did see one video clip. I could see like a little face.
Yeah. And,
But I got so in layer popping out of it, out of the middle, invested in watching these live feeds from Gaza that I missed everything else.
Well, I got, I remember back in the 70s, we had a total eclipse here, or close to a total eclipse. It couldn't have been, it was virtually total eclipse. Everything got dark. I was standing outside and had how did we do it now? It was like a pinhole camera type of thing that you make and hold it up against a white deal.
Right.
And you can watch it there on the white paper.
In school, they used to, we bring shoe boxes to school.
Oh, to make a
and we
pinhole
paint
camera?
them and put the paper in a little pinhole. Then we'd all go outside and watch it.
But that was the 70s, so that was interesting. And the dogs started barking as it was getting, the dogs in the neighborhood where I was, they all just started kind of barking for no reason except the sun was disappearing. And it wasn't their nightfall.
Right.
So I don't know.
Why lately everything happens at nightfall?
I don't know.
Goodness.
All right, let's take a break. You're live at Local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME.
coastal coast, you come for the slower pace, the gentle waves, the salty air, and the quality time with family and friends. So while you enjoy our little piece of paradise, let the Barrow Low Country Kitchen help with meals. We'd love to cater your next family event with one of our Carolina-style seafood boils, enough to feed your entire crew. Or enjoy your meal outside at our pavilion on the waterfront. Come by land or by boat to the Barrow Low Country Kitchen in downtown Swansboro.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call David Hall, State Farm, 910-455-0440, 1218 Country Club Road, Jacksonville.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-346-2843. If you're looking for a great deal on a brand new Mitsubishi pre-owned car or truck, look no further than Bob Mills. Our truck should be a fun experience at Bob Mills Jacksonville because they give it away.
If you have a project that requires ready-mix concrete, whether a driveway, patio, livestock housing, outdoor kitchen, or something special for the holidays, Mix Masters Concrete of Beulaville can handle the job. Large or small, Mix Masters Concrete offers residential, commercial, and agricultural contract work with professional service and fast delivery. Owner Scott Thigpen provides free estimates, and Mix Masters Concrete will deliver on Saturdays. In addition to expert concrete service, KPT Masonry does complete concrete finishing. So, for ready-mix concrete and professional concrete finishing, phone 910-298-6153. Mix Masters Concrete and KPT Masonry of Beulaville, proud to be part of the continuing growth of Eastern North Carolina, and thanks all our military families and all that serve.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're not prepared, now's the time to visit Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Whether for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Williams Hardware has the tools and accessories to help protect against high winds and water. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies. Williams Hardware, your helpful, handy hardware store, also cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington Grill for Williams Hardware, 3011B, Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158, and be prepared this hurricane season.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back. Sideline Marine, they're closed right now. Closed every Monday. The doors open promptly at 8:30 Tuesday through Saturday, and close 5 o'clock Tuesday through Friday, and 2 o'clock on Saturdays. Check with George or Todd for some great deals on some brand new boats that are in stock right now, and they are ready for you. From the plush new Aloha boats, Lund fishing boats, perfect for the Person Creeks in eastern North Carolina, to several offshore and nearshore center console boats, there's something at Tideline to meet your wants. And in the ship store, everything you need for fishing local waters, from a wall full of fishing lures to top-end rods and reels. Why don't you stop in just to check it out? Don't forget, Tideline also carries maintenance supplies in case you want to take care of your motors yourself. If you prefer to leave it to the experts, just bring your boats on in. Don't forget, too, Tide Line has bags of ice. It's hard ice. It don't melt real fast in your coolers during business hours. Tide Line Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Northerly winds 10 to 15 knots today, seas 2 to 3 feet, dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers only a moderate chop. Northwesterly winds 10 to 15 tomorrow, seas 2 to 3, near shore seas around 2 feet in the morning. Then they're going to calm down a little bit. Can you imagine calming down from 2 feet down to 1 foot?
Glass.
Dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers only a moderate chop. Northerly winds on Wednesday, 5 to 10 knots, seas around 2 feet, sounds and rivers a light chop. A great week to take your craft, if you got one that can make it, and head offshore, the wahoo, the king mackerel, dolphin, whatever. Get on out there because the chances are pretty good you'll find one.
We need to go out spot fishing.
Yeah, I need to go some kind of fishing.
Okay, and today is going to be sunny with a high near 66, light north winds increasing 5 to 10 miles per hour in the morning with gusts as high as 17. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 44. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 68, light northwest winds 5 to 9 in the morning. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low around 46. And Wednesday, sunny with a high near 71.
You know, if anybody's out there who likes to fish for spots, they're delicious. Why don't you give me a call and tell me where you're catching them?
Yeah.
You know, I know I see some guys down to Swansboro. I haven't been to Sneed's Ferry, but I could take my little boat and run down to Sneed's Ferry. If anybody can tell me where I should be going, 910-333-0139. Let me know where they're stacking up. I'm going to assume somewhere along the inlet area, on the inside, around the Intercoastal Waterway and the inlet channel. But I don't know.
Hey,
Let me know. Love to
what's
hear from
this
you.
Weather Channel just posted? What is this?
Weather Channel?
Yes.
Who cares?
Okay. Well, it says an Atlantic disturbance could become a tropical depression or storm. They just posted this a couple hours. It will be steered westward. Well, we'll
Yes.
check the National Hurricane Channel.
And
I'm just like, what?
other tropical low has disappeared.
Right.
And this one is, okay, let me just read it to you.
Go right ahead.
This is from the 8 a.m. advisory.
Okay.
Central North Atlantic, Tropical Atlantic. Central Tropical Atlantic. A broad area of low pressure located over the Central Tropical Atlantic about midway between the Windward Islands and Western Africa is producing disorganized shower activity. The low-level circulation has become better defined since yesterday, and since environmental conditions are expected to remain conducive for further development, a tropical depression is still likely to form within a few days. This system is forecast to move westward or west-northwestward across the central and western tropical Atlantic for the next several days. Formation chance through the next 48 hours, 2 days, 30%. Over 7 days, it's decreased from 80% to 70%. So I'm not sure where they got. You got to hype people, I guess, to get their attention if you want to talk about hurricanes.
All right. You know, going back to the Speaker of the House, a lot of people wondering how Patrick McHenry got chosen. Here's a little bit of tidbit of information. Moments after the House voted to boot Representative Kevin McCarthy, who's a Republican of California, as the Speaker, one of his closest confidants, Representative Patrick T. McHenry of North Carolina, stepped up to the dais to take the gavel as the interim Speaker. Mr. McHenry, who is now serving in the role of Speaker pro tempore, which means for the time being, that's Latin, is in uncharted territory. The vote to topple McCarthy was the first time in history that the House fired a Speaker. It's also the first time that a law enacted after September 11th, 9/11, 2001, which the terrorist attacks came into force in the House, where each speaker, they made a new law that each speaker must submit a secret list of people who could step into the post temporarily in the event of a terrible event or unforeseen vacancies. So that's how he got chosen. This was a law enacted after 9/11, 2001, that they had to list a secret list. It's almost like the needed survivor. So anyway, and he's only got temporary powers. Now the House could vote right now to give him more power, and until a permanent speaker is chosen. But about the law, that's very, very interesting because I was wondering how he got chosen.
Oh, my
Because
goodness
it's
gracious.
a wonder there wasn't a fight over that.
You know, we talk and make fun of weather guys from time to time.
Yeah.
The only guys that can get it right only 50% of the time and still get a
Mhm.
raise.
That's right.
Well, not so.
I'm going to do all weather for now.
The CEO and a board member of California-based electric bus maker Proterra, his name is Gareth Joyce. He's still serving on a top White House council advising President Biden on trade policy, even after his company filed for bankruptcy.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Joyce has served on the White House Export Council, the principal national advisory committee on international trade, which advises Biden on government policies and programs that affect U.S. trade performance, since February. According to the Commerce Department's International Trade Administration, Joyce remains a member of the council. However, in August, Joyce's company, Proterra, filed a voluntary Chapter 11 reorganization under the U.S. bankruptcy code as a result of negative financial performance. He explained at the time that Proterra, despite its bankruptcy filing, had created a foundation setting the stage for decarbonization across the commercial vehicle industry as a whole.
Well,
If they are doing it, it's working so well, why ain't people buying it?
good question. Good question.
Don't know.
I think eventually in the future it'll take on. You'll see more and more people buying it, but it's
going to have to get better and more dependable.
I have the issues with, like we talked about last week, about what if you were leaving North Carolina and traveling to California? It would take you an extra week to get there because you'd have to stop every 400, 500 miles and recharge.
Until the charging grids, the electric grids can support all of that high speed 100 miles. Yes, they may be able to get them done to last a little bit longer, and eventually they will. Don't know how much battery material we'll have available. We have found some in this country now, lithium, but it's a depleted. It will deplete. It will run out, and then we'll be stuck with something we can't even find replacement batteries for. Supposedly, the batteries in the best cars last as much as 20 years. I don't know whether there is a declining, as you know, some with rechargeable batteries, a lot of them. Now, I don't know about all of them. Don't know about the lithium, but a lot of those batteries, they lose their ability to buy. Hence your cell phone.
Yeah, I was just going to say, just
That's
like
one of
yourself.
them.
Now you just jinxed it.
That's one of them. And like your cell phone, it's almost cheaper to buy a new cell phone than it is to take it into the store.
Yeah,
Let them
exactly.
take it apart because you can't do it yourself. The last phone that I had to finally give up when Verizon did not support it, that was the Samsung S5. I'm on a Samsung 23 now.
I'm still on the 9. I've had this one about 5 years, and it acts up every now and then. But yeah, you just ruined it. You just ruined it. Battery's gonna go dead. I'm gonna have to get a new one. And you're on the what? 22?
23.
23.
S23.
Yeah, I understand that takes some awesome pictures.
No, it doesn't.
No, not coming from a professional photographer. Speaking of a professional, just put it there. The website, www, which means world, has been updated.
Yes.
Hollywood is working so hard on it. It looks really good. We have new pictures up there. So please be sure to go check out the website. You can also, there's links on there that you can click on and go to our most recent show too. So yeah, go to the website tonight, go to Live and Local page, click on the link, and it'll take you directly to today's show. So
yeah.
yes, it's also got the link for Sports Talk podcast on there. So do take a look at it and let us know what you think about it.
And we're going to continue to add pictures to our
Yes.
gallery. There's a gallery set up there, and got a couple of pictures that we added last week.
Yes.
And we're going to add some more. We're just going to keep
It
taking
looks
pictures
really
wherever we
good.
go, and we'll just keep adding them to the gallery.
And when I brought up professional photographer, Rayford took the pictures.
Yeah.
And
Well, I set it up and my wife took the
yes,
pictures, who's
she
standing there
did.
looking at the camera right now. And she can hear us over because she could hear us.
Yes.
So, because I turned the microphone on from in here and she can hear us outside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's smiling.
She took the pictures. Rayford had the camera all set up. What a camera too. And thank you for fixing a few things on the pictures for me.
That's all
You
right.
know, it turned out really, really nice. So, because I was at the dermatologist last week and she did some cutting and I was like, no pictures.
And then we were told that we had to have pictures.
Yes. And I
Timing
was like,
was everything.
no, not this week. But anyway, he fixed it for me. So it's not apparent that I had half my face. Well, it's not. It's just a little teeny place. But you know how it is on your face, you feel like it's half your face.
Yeah.
I know. Just a teeny little place. And I'm like, no.
Makeup works.
Yeah, it does. But not as much as I needed it to.
You know, when I
But
was
you
doing a
did
lot
well.
of modeling shooting for one school in Wilmington, they asked me to come in, and every class they had, they wanted me to come in and give a talk,
Right.
along with shooting them, right?
Yes.
So I'd come in and give a talk, and invariably, one question was always asked.
Can you fix?
No, they
Well.
said, what about the natural beauty? I'm told that I have natural beauty, that I don't need makeup. I said, let me explain to you what natural beauty is.
Mm-hmm.
When you get in front of studio lights or you get in front of lights for a camera,
Yeah. Right.
natural beauty, it comes in a bottle. Some of it's made by Revlon. Go get some.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I don't care how natural you are when you start getting in front of cameras, lights and stuff like that. Every little flaw is picked up.
Well, I will be the first to admit that I do not like pictures. I don't like my picture taken, not unless it's like 25 yards back. Yeah, I've just always been that way. I'm not a big, let's take pictures. Wow. But thank you for the nice pictures. You did a great job, you and Robbie, and Hollywood's doing a fantastic job on the website. So please, everyone, visit our website.
Mhm.
It's got a lot of information on there.
It does, and it's going to get better. And don't forget that every Friday evening, you can listen to the
Cardinals.
Jacksonville Cardinals, even if you can't go to the game, or
Right.
even if you're at the game. Hollywood had one of the really small radios the other day.
Yes,
I've
he
got to
did.
find that thing. I've got
I
to
want
find me
one.
Yeah.
It was smaller than a pocket size. It was a little
Yeah.
miniature radio. I need one of those.
My.
Yes,
But
he did.
anyway,
very
you
good.
can take and listen to the game on 97.1, or you can do like Robbie does. She's got the equivalent of earbuds, but hers
Right.
are actually hearing aids that she can tune into her telephone.
Right, that's
Hook up to her
cool.
telephone. And
She goes to she does a simple radio.
because the
Yes.
Simple Radio app is there as well. And you can do that, and you can listen on your phone at the ball game or when you're away and you can't listen to it otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you can listen to us in the mornings on the same stuff.
Right.
Just get on there and click on listen live and local.
It's just like when I go to NASCAR races,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot hear anything but the engines.
Yep.
And so we wear headphones right in there. Won't be long championships coming up on us. But hey, good news about Mary Lou Retton, gymnast.
Yep.
Been very, very sick in a hospital with a rare form of pneumonia and on a ventilator, but she's improving now.
Yep.
Path to recovery is steadily progressing.
That's
So,
wonderful.
Yes, that is just wonderful that she was became a household name in 1984 at the Olympic Games.
Yep.
So it's great. She's just in her early 50s too.
Yeah.
And look, I was also over the weekend. I told you I had gotten a couple vaccinations, and that's what knocked me on my. I didn't know that I was going to make it today, but hey, saying that there's a new RSV vaccine out, and they're advising people they need to take it because it's going to be really bad this year.
Yeah,
We're going to have to ask Dr. Rose.
that delegation of senators led by Chuck Schumer
Yes.
out there in Israel.
Yes.
So
What's
they-
he doing in Israel?
I don't know. His timing sucks, doesn't it?
What is he doing in Israel?
Anyway, they were forced to shelter when rocket fire hit Israel.
Yeah. Hit the pavement. I mean, why are you going? Why are our representatives doing this?
I don't know. It's costing us a lot of money.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and take our break. Since we're not getting any calls.
I know. Where is everybody?
I don't know, but I'm
this
going to take a
morning?
nap.
Oh, I need a nap. That's all I've done this weekend is sleep.
And I found something new I can do for, if you pass me the orange microphone there.
Oh, you want the whole?
Yeah. You just take it out. Or the whole thing. I don't care.
I'll try it. Here, you do it. I'm just like, I couldn't get it loose. It's different. Oh.
Or telemarketers now when they call up them with this.
You are not right.
I know it. You're live
You
on
are
Local
not.
Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME, and we'll be right back.
If your check engine light is on and you plan to travel to visit friends and family this holiday season, it may be time to call or visit Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue in their friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Cold weather is tough on cars and trucks, and the pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your starter, battery, and charging system to keep you on the road and warm with complete heater repair. From tune-ups to transmission service, a hose, a battery, or whatever you need for holiday travel, let the ASE technicians at Battlefield Automotive help you. All work is guaranteed, and the staff at Battlefield Automotive takes this time to say thank you for the opportunity to serve all your auto and truck repair needs and wishes you the best this holiday season and the upcoming new year. Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue, Swansboro. Phone 910-390-0888 for Battlefield Automotive. Since 1997, locally owned and operated, Jersey Mike's 301E Western Boulevard right here in Jacksonville has provided only the best hot and cold subs and healthy salads to our community and neighbors, and thanks all our customers for making Jersey Mike's a sub above. Jersey Mike's features hot and cold subs in different sizes, served Mike's way or your way, in addition to delicious healthy salads. To place your
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too. With Cub Cadet, zero turns, lawn tractors, and walk-behind lawnmowers from Cub Cadet are engineered with premium features, leaving you with a well-manicured lawn. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and unlock the possibilities of your yard with Cub Cadet. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf. You and your own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
With Mart and Chappie's Chicken. And for over 50 years, Great Gas and Oil Company has kept our community comfortable year-round with quality heating and cooling products and dependable service. In addition to heating and air conditioning service, Great Gas and Oil Company does generators, tankless water heaters, and quality appliance repair. For service, phone 910-347-7138. Locally owned and operated by Jerry and Jeff Allen and Bobby and Louise Williams.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, and we're back. And here.
How was your week?
Call in and my weekend was absolutely wonderful. I was out at Apple Fest.
So did you do
That's what I
well?
wanted to. I did. Lord, I forget. I honestly do. They were keeping a count, and it was. I think that it was between 1,000, 2,000 people that actually came through the door.
Wow. Wonderful.
I mean, it was a really good time. Had the sheriff out there, had some county commissioners out there. They judged the apple pies.
Oh, nice.
And
did you bring me one?
Where's our apple pie?
But there was a lot of. I think a lot of people didn't come out because of the rain. But so we were all inside. We were all inside the community building, and it really and truly didn't rain bad out there. They kept the bay doors open for the most part. At least some of them all the way up, and the other two halfway up. Just like a real light misty rain, but. I just wanted to call in and thank everybody that did come out, and it was a very, very good day. It really was. It was
Well, I'm happy for you.
So, lots of vendors and
Did you eat any apples?
chicken and do what?
Did you eat any apples?
I tried one, but I did buy a bag.
Okay.
They had a 3-pound bag, 5-pound bag, or you could get the whole cake.
Mm.
And so I did get a 5-pound bag and split it between. Let's see here, Golden Delicious and Rome.
Ooh.
And
okay.
but they had Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, Granny Smith, Rome, Honey Crisp. They had tons of apples, any kind of apple you wanted.
I like the Honey Crisp.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
we get an
yeah.
apple pie
But,
now.
yeah, no one was calling, so I said, well, I'll just
Well,
call
thank
in.
you.
and
I do appreciate it.
Thank everybody for coming out and seeing us and get busy and do it again this weekend.
What have you got this
And
weekend?
where you be this weekend?
I'll be in Hampstead this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I've heard there's one there.
Castle Bay Golf Course and Country Club.
Oh, that's
I've never been down there
lives.
for it, but
Yes.
they sent out a invite, and I said, well, I most certainly will. So I will go.
Very good.
So we'll head down there this coming Saturday, and then I think I got a Saturday off, and we'll be at the nursing home. First Saturday, I think it is in November, they're having a thing over at the nursing home where Mom was, and, for the residents and their families and stuff. And
nice.
so I'll be over there. That's always a nice little thing to do.
Is that Premier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Mom always enjoyed it, so
Yeah, every time I was over
I'll
there,
go
she
and
talked highly about it.
represent her.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Jennifer,
We
thank
all
you.
have a good day.
Best
You
to
too,
Terry.
Jennifer.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's nice.
Well, our FBI director, Chris Ray, I hadn't heard much from him lately.
You?
Yeah. I didn't even know he was still the director.
Yes.
He was giving a speech in California Saturday, talking to law enforcement officers. And he said he warned them of a likely spike in domestic threats linked to Israel's war against
Correct,
Hamas
yes.
militants.
Yes.
He said, history has been witness to anti-Semitic and other forms of violent extremism for far too long, whether that be from foreign terrorist organizations or those inspired by them, or domestic violent extremists motivated by their own raciality. The targeting of a community because of their faith is completely unacceptable. We remain committed to continue confronting those threats, both here in the United States and overseas.
Mm.
You can close the border, dude.
Yeah.
Talk to your president.
Should
Tell him you want to
us-
close the border.
Look, they've spent
And
the
then-
last
and then
several years coming into this
the
country.
FBI and the Border Patrol can all team up then, get the National Guard involved, and go look for all of those that they turn loose in this country and send them back. What's wrong with that?
Good question.
That's what they would do with us.
Oh, exactly. They'd send us back in a heartbeat. It's a wonder they haven't already tried. Yeah, it's just, I'm telling you, they're here in this country. They're here. Have you ever looked over the last couple of years how many little shops that have opened up everywhere?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean. It's just, my computer's froze up again.
Well, Ray's warning comes just a couple of days after some cities like New York, other major cities, were on heightened security and increased police presence during demonstrations related to the conflict. A former Hamas leader had also called for Muslims around the world to take to the streets in support of Palestinians and consider October 13th a day of jihad. That's inciting a riot.
Oh, yeah. New York mayor certainly has changed his tune over the last week or so.
He's found out that it ain't quite as easy and as clean and crisp and clear.
Yes, he certainly has been on television, media, just a barking.
Yep.
And I'm like, where were you a couple months ago? It's amazing. Absolutely. And let me see. I clicked on a story and it froze my whole computer. And I'm like, it's just, yep, definitely. So, let me see events we've got coming up soon. We've got the Beirut Memorial, and hopefully I'll have somebody in here to talk a little bit more about that and talk about the yellow ribbons. And we have got, of course, Jacksonville Friday night. It's going to be home. It's homecoming.
Yes, it is. Who are we playing?
Oh gosh, I have to look. Oh, South Central, I believe.
Okay.
I have to look it up to be for sure, but I believe it's South Central.
South Central.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that?
South Central, isn't that? I'm gonna make a guess.
Yeah.
But I'll be
Let's
wrong,
take a break.
so
We'll guess after the break.
It. That's
You're
right.
live at 11:20.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Family pack T-bone steak, just $8.99 a pound. Half bone-in pork loin is only $1.79 a pound. How about center cut, thick bone-in pork chops, just $2.49 a pound. Whole sirloin tip is only $3.99 a pound. You get a 16-ounce package of Butterball ground turkey for just $3.99. Half cut, boneless strip loin, just $5.99 a pound. And whole chickens are just $1.49 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, how about a 3-pound bag of Easy Peel Halos Mandarin oranges for just $4.99? Red Rome apples, just 99 cents a pound. Idaho russet baking potatoes, just 79 cents a pound. Ruby grape tomatoes, just $1.99 a pint. Jumbo green peppers, just 79 cents each. North Carolina grown yellow or zucchini squash, just $1.99 a pound. And you get a 3-pound bag of select varieties of Eastern apples for just $3.99. And you get 3 12-packs of Pepsi or Mountain Dew for just $12. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at WatkinsNewFloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplash, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997, with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out in 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free.
Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane and Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane and Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane and Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane and Associates Family Dentistry.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we're back. And let's see, closing minutes here. Let me get back to where I was. We had some stats here for.
Yes, I have them right here. Do you need them?
Okay. Yeah, we're playing South Central, and that's in
Winterville.
Winterville near Greenville.
Right.
Okay. So that's who Jacksonville High is playing Friday night. So come on out, folks, and let's support the Cards. It is homecoming. Now, Jacksonville, of course, has a 5-1 win-loss, and we have a 3-0,
6-1,
3-1.
They are
Conference.
3-5. Yes,
in the Conference League.
Right.
Okay, so we're 3-0 in the Conference League. They're no, wait a minute.
You're all confused.
I am confused.
Okay.
Pull it up again.
Overall, South Central's 3-5 and conference they're 1-3.
I got it right here.
Jacksonville overall is 6-1. Conference 3-1.
3-1, right.
Right. 3
So-
and 1 loss.
Yeah.
Right. And if you look at the stats for South Central, we tower over them. So that should be, and I'm not saying it will be.
Don't ever do that.
But it should be a good game.
Yep.
And then the following week, we go to Northside.
Yep. And Northside is
they
haven't been doing very well this year.
No, they haven't. No, they have not. So, but this is a conference game Friday.
Yeah, Newbern beat them 61-14.
Right. Yeah. Well.
But I don't know whether it was their full team or what.
It played when they first lost 5
their
of the
folks,
players.
yep.
And they found that out the afternoon before they came to Jacksonville. So,
Okay.
right.
Okay. So anyway, that's where all of that is. Again, coming up tomorrow, we've got Chairman Tim Foster and Vice Chairman Robin Knapp from the Onslow County Board of Commissioners. They'll be fresh off of a county commission meeting that's happening tonight.
6
o'clock.
7 o'clock.
6 o'clock. I thought it was 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Happening at
6
6 o'clock tonight. And they'll be fresh off of that tomorrow morning. Hopefully, maybe they'll be alert. If not, we can throw some water on them when they walk through the gate. That'll wake them up, right?
Yes.
We need some little mist going on out there from our ice water ban.
No, it's bad enough having to go through the bright lights.
Well, they're not as
and all
bright.
the recordings out there. Did you see me come in this morning?
Yeah, I did. It didn't
I
have
came
any
in backwards.
Didn't have any recordings this morning.
No, I didn't hear any recordings,
'Cause
but I could
they've been
hear.
they've been disabled.
Oh, well, I could hear as soon as I could hear me when I got to the door.
Yeah, you could
because
hear.
you could hear it on your phone.
Yep.
But I came in walking backwards this morning.
Oh.
Just thought I'd change it up every morning.
That's all right. Okay. We will see you guys in here tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Yes.
And maybe you can wake up. If you got some calls for the county commissioners, tomorrow morning would be your time to
Yeah, they'll
get
be
a
in
call
here about
in.
7:30.
And we got any major topics that we're going to be dealing with? I looked at the agenda, but that's been a
I
week
didn't
ago.
see really anything on the agenda, just the usual stuff, the rezoning and
Yeah.
rezoning request, but I didn't
A
see
lot of
anything.
consent item agendas.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that's going to bring out the people to get all wild and crazy. Now, this is at the government building, 234 Northwest Corridor Boulevard. You can go in person. 6
Leave your
o'clock it
gun and your
starts.
pocket knife in the car.
You can request to speak, but you got to get there early enough to sign up. And you can also watch it on G10 TV if you
Mhm.
have cable. If not, it's on their Facebook, Onslow County Government. They will have a link there that you can click on. So there's no reason for you to miss the meeting.
Okay, and we will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. 7 o'clock is our time to live and local.
SMU, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The White House says President Biden's postponing today's trip to Colorado. He'll stay at the White House for national security meetings instead, 10 days into Israel's war with Hamas terrorists.